Hey, Sunday school classes. This Sunday, we are going to talk about a tent for God or a house for God. So, think of where we spend time thinking about God and worshiping God. You're right, it's our church. But right now, our church is coming to us through just like what we're doing right now, just through our screens. But anytime we're together at church, at home with friends or family, that is God's church. So you're doing church wherever you are. And something fun to do after today's lesson is create a special worship place in your home. Since I think of a tent, maybe you guys could make a fort or a tent where you guys have prayer time and enjoy worship on Sundays. Or you can make a special place somewhere in your house with different kinds of things. So let's look at today's story, A House for God. Let me show you the picture. Once again, Moses went up the mountain to talk to God. "Moses," said God, "I want the people to build a special place to worship me." Everyone had a special job to do. So think about that. Everyone in their church had a special job to do to get the church ready. We have special jobs in our church too. Some of the people were builders. They made beautiful chess tables out of wood. Then they covered the wood with gold. Some of the people could sew, so they made curtains out of purple and blue cloth. Some of the people made special clothing for the priests to wear. God told them to make a special gold box called the Sacred Chest or the Ark of the Covenant, and they put the special rules in there, and those rules were the 10 Commandments inside the box. So you see that right there? That's what they're talking about. Let me show you this one. So there it is again. People also brought gifts to use in the building. The special place to worship God. Some of the people brought gold and silver. The gold and silver was used to make the place beautiful, a beautiful place to worship. Some of the people brought sweet-smelling spices. The spices were used to make the place smell good where they worshiped. The place of worship was called the tabernacle. It was a very large tent. Every time the people moved to a new place, they took the tabernacle with them. The place of worship reminded the people that God was with them. So let's look here. There's a question that says, do you have a special place where you go to worship God? And we talked about that, right? It's our church, but right now we're doing that from home. So really, a place to worship with God is anytime and anywhere you want with friends and family. So it talked about people having special skills and talents. A lot of you have special skills and talents too. You share those by helping when we do service projects. You also have shared those with your voice when you sing in the choir. So there's so many ways to help your church out. So let's look at our materials, and then I have a little song for us today. If you are in our preschool class, remember this part of the story? Some people were good at sewing, so they made these clothes for the priest. And then look right there. These are the things that were in the temple. And then that was the big chest where they kept the 10 Commandments. So you'll cut these out like paper dolls and retell the story. And this right here is for our first, second, third class. A tent for God, a stained glass church. So you'll cut these out right here. And our instructions say, cut out the 3 windows, and then you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to create your own stained glass windows. Remember the ones in our church? So you're going to design those on this paper after you fold it in half, and then you're going to create those openings so you can have your stained glass windows. So those are the materials for our classes. And so for our lesson today, I was thinking about a song about our place of worship, and it's called Big House, and some of you may know it. So I'm going to sing it, and then you can sing it with me if you remember. Are you ready? It starts come and go with me. Ready? Here we go. Come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of rooms. A big, big table with lots and lots of food. A big, big yard where we can play football touchdown. A big, big house. It's my Father's house. Very good. Do you want to try it again with me? Here we go. Come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of rooms. A big, big table with lots and lots of food. A big, big yard where we can play football touchdown. A big, big house. It's my Father's house. Great job. So, thinking back at our story today, that house that they created, the tabernacle, is a beautiful place to worship. And people brought all their skills and all their possessions to make it a beautiful place to worship. But remember that the church and God's love is anywhere you are. So, right now, with us worshiping for home, it's right where you are at home. And we can't wait for us to be in our wonderful, beautiful church together very soon. Let's close in prayer together. Are you ready? Here we go. Dear God, help me to remember that you are with us always. Amen. You guys ready for your blessing? Come real close to the screen. I need your forehead or your hand. You are a blessing, and may you always share what you have with God. Thank you guys so much, and hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you real soon. Bye.